Hello, Bertie. My name is Sean Markland. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis. Now, the first thing I have to tell you is that you guys spent money. It was money well spent on a beautiful website. It's a great layout. The fonts are lovely. The color scheme is great. And you even get to talk a bit about Chris Kelly and his scholastic career before returning to Florida. There's a lot of wonderful things about it. And it does exactly what it should do, that when somebody gets here, they're going to feel like, hey, they're being invited into the business, your business. And it's very homey feeling. So for that reason, it's great. But I'm not here about the aesthetics of it, because nobody goes to a website because it's a beautiful website. They enjoy it once they get there, but that's the issue, getting them there. And right now, your site is underperforming, and I am going to show you the numbers that prove that. I'm going to explain to you why that is, and I'm also going to show you how to fix it. Now, the first thing I do after looking at the site is I actually have a paid tool that gives me a whole bunch of the numbers, the metrics of your site, if you will, and then I go and do a regular old Google search. And the reason I do that is because Google is responsible for about 96% of your traffic, somewhere in there. And that means that if you don't know how Google works, you are at a disadvantage, because there are ways of utilizing Google in your favor. What Google wants is not so much a mystery as it used to be. There is a Google algorithm that is responsible for placing everything in a Google search. Now, I said algorithm, and I hope your eyes haven't glossed over and your head hit the table, Bertie, but um, I'm not going to make it as dull as the whole word sounds all by itself. Um, Now, here in the very top of this is what we in the business call the map pack. And the map pack, these folks are here because they filled out a Google business profile. Now, that's a regular profile, like a Facebook profile. It's going to ask you about your business, what year you started, what your hours are on a regular basis. And they ask you to prove that you own the website that you're filling out a profile for. Probably a good fail-safe there. But this is a great place to be, because it's right up near the top of a Google search, almost as far up to the top as you can get. Now, there is an opportunity to be here and down here, and I'm going to talk to you about down here. This is the first thing the Google algorithm wants. It wants you to be serious enough about your business to fill out a Google business profile. Number two, this is the area that we call the organic search results. Now, organic is kind of a misnomer, because it's not as if these happen out of thin air. The Google algorithm is still responsible for these. And at this point, the Google algorithm is looking for two additional things. And the first thing has kind of a part A and a part B. Here is part A. I'm going to refer to these folks here, CMM Roofing, as your Google competitor. Here is their website. I am going to go back to your website, and I am going to copy and paste all of it into a word counter. And the reason I'm doing that is because Google loves content. There you go, 1,013 words. That's actually really good. And I'm going to do the same for them. And the reason that Google loves content is because they think that their search customers really deserve to learn about whatever it is that they are searching for. And whether that be academic or whether it be for a roofer in Port Charlotte, it doesn't matter. Google wants their customers to be not just educated, but in a way entertained. So having a beautiful website is great, but what they're looking for are words, because of course all Google searches are word searches. So now the reason I did this, the reason I showed you the words, is because, and you're winning this one, just well winning it, is because Google actually wants 1,500 words on the home page. And the reason that they want that is because they think that is the minimum number of words that are possible to educate their search customers. Now, all words are not equal at Google either. This is part B. We're talking about keywords. Now, keywords are words that are part of your industry. They are part of Google searches. They're part of your communities that you serve. A whole bunch of those things thrown together. Now, you have 9. That's probably not very high. Let me see what your competitor has. They have 54, so you don't have far to catch up. I'm going to show you, but of course, this is a competition, so you want to not just catch up. You want to exceed them, and that's why this tool that I have is actually useful. This is their keyword. Keywords are actually little phrases, not just words individually. It's sort of like a Google search. These are essentially Google searches. Now, people could search for roofing companies, Port Charlotte, or they could search for roofing company. The algorithm that's looking for these things does not know our language. It doesn't know singulars and plurals. It doesn't know roofing is related to roofer. It doesn't know contractor and contractors are the same. It's just looking for specific words. And remember, it's doing this in many, many languages. So knowing a language really isn't useful to it. Let's see here. You can see a lot of these are variations on a theme, Port Charlotte Roofing and Companies, but there's going to be some probably, there we go, metal roofing, 950 Tamiami Trail. I don't know, maybe that's a address of where a lot of roofing gets done. I don't know. Let's see here. Business directory for finding roofing contractors in Charlotte. That's a really long one. What else? Roofing companies, Punta Gorda. I wonder why that's there. Anyway, these ones tend to be about place on this particular search, but they also could be about things in your industry like TPO or Gables or Soffit, stuff like that. So that is what keywords are. Now, the next thing I want to show you about is this, and that is backlinks. Now, backlinks is where your site appears on somebody else's site, and that could be something like Yelp, where you have a profile and you have your a good old website listed on that. I don't know why that was hard to get out. And so that would be an example of that. Now, you have 84 backlinks and your competitor has only 29. So there is a disparity there, but let me look at what you have. Oh yeah, here's the deal. Now you have 18 referring domains. This is kind of a deep dive here, but you shouldn't have much more than double that. So the most you should have here is about 40, which really kind of makes up for this. But let me show you what the backlinks are. They have backlinks and they're not really all that good. This is an opportunity for you. And they lost a bunch. These ones in red, they're not on anymore. But they should have some in the 90s, and they do not. Now, these numbers are the domain rating. It shows the strength of a domain's backlink profile. Now, a backlink profile means that a lot of other sites refer to these sites. Obviously, local.yahoo. People look to that for answers about things local. I'm surprised I only see Dex Knows. I don't see Super Pages or Yellow Pages, anything like that. I can think of about 20 that are rated 90 that are not here. One of them being Angie's List, which is rated 91. But a lot of folks aren't on that necessarily because it's a paid site anyway. But it is a good domain rating site. Now, the reason that Google wants you to have your site listed on other sites, it's because they think that the more sites that refer to your site, that must mean the more important you are. Because why would they refer to you if they didn't think it was worthwhile? They want their customers, their search customers, to go to places that are already proven popular. Google is, I guess, kind of like the mean girl in high school. I don't know any other way to put it. So now here's what it all comes down to. And that is that the backlinks and keywords have amounted to this amount of traffic for you in the last 2 months, 0. Actually, no, that's not true. You had 0 last month and you had 2 the month before that. This is what they had, 198. So that is essentially 198 more opportunities to get a request for an estimate or to get a customer or to have money in your pocket. Now, obviously, not all 198 of these visitors are going to turn into money. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying the odds are much greater in 198 visitors than 0 of actually having something come of your website. Now, these are all things that you could do yourself, but I will tell you that they are time consuming and they are dull. And so for that reason, I would suggest that you give Eric a call, because he would be happy to guide you through the next step and let you guys do what you do best, which is, at least on this particular part of the site, there's a lot of other specialties there, is roofing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.